Imagine waking up to the screech of metal grinders at dawn, only to find your legal lifeline, a private road to your home, sealed shut by a gleaming steel barrier. Courtesy of the neighborhood's self-crowned queen of conformity. What she didn't count on was the quiet guy she'd painted as a villain flipping the script with ice-cold facts, turning her ironclad empire into a laughingstock of exposed hypocrisy. In the sleepy suburb of Willow Creek, where manicured lawns hid a pressure cooker of petty rules, lived Alex Rivera, a guy who'd scraped together every penny to buy his slice of American dream. His modest house sat at the end of a winding easement, a legal right-of-way etched into county records decades before the HOA sprouted like an invasive weed. Alex wasn't flashy, he ran a small woodworking shop from his garage, turning out custom furniture that kept the bills paid. But to the HOA board, led by the infamous Marlene the Monitor Whitaker, he was a glitch in their perfect matrix of beige houses and synchronized trash bins. Marlene was the epitome of suburban authority, pearls around her neck, a perpetual smile that screamed "I'm judging you," and a clipboard that might as well have been a scepter. Community standards keep us civilized, she'd coo at meetings, her voice dripping with faux sweetness while she fined folks for visible garden hoses or unapproved mailbox colors. Behind the scenes, she ruled with an iron fist wrapped in velvet gloves, twisting bylaws to squash anyone who dared disrupt her vision of order. Alex had heard the whispers, rumors that he was running an illegal commercial operation, that his deliveries were degrading property values. He ignored them at first, figuring live and let live. But Marlene? She saw his independence as a personal affront, a crack in her facade of control. One crisp autumn morning, Alex sipped his coffee on the porch, watching leaves swirl like forgotten HOA fines. That's when he noticed the first oddity, a shiny new sign at the neighborhood entrance, declaring resident access only, violators towed. He chuckled to himself, another one of Marlene's power plays. But by afternoon, the chuckles died. A delivery truck called him. Stuck at the cul-de-sac. Some lady with a badge is blocking us, saying this road's HOA property now. Alex drove down, heart thumping a steady rhythm. And there she was, Marlene, arms crossed, flanked by two bored lackeys. Her smile as sharp as a lawyer's letter. "Mr. Rivera," she purred, tilting her head like a benevolent dictator. "We've had complaints about unauthorized traffic. For the good of the community, we're restricting access to members only. You understand, safety first." Alex kept his cool, hands in pockets. "Marlene, that road's my easement. Recorded since '78. It's not yours to restrict." Her eyes narrowed, but the smile held. "Oh, honey, easements are so outdated. We've updated our covenants. Everyone chips in for maintenance, why should you get a free ride? Pay the fee. Join us." And problem solved. He felt the jab, the implication he was a freeloader, leeching off their precious pavement. Neighbors peeked from windows, phones subtly angled. Alex nodded politely, drove back, and pulled out his binder, deeds, surveys, emails from the county confirming his rights. He wasn't yelling, he was plotting. That night, as whispers spread, Alex is dodging fees. Typical outsider, he smiled into the dark. Let them dig their hole. The envelopes started arriving like unwanted party invites. First one, HOA road usage assessment, $50 due immediately. Alex arched an eyebrow, bold, considering he wasn't an HOA member. He filed it away, snapping a photo. The second came with a note, "Non-compliance erodes community harmony. Join or face penalties." Marlene's signature looped at the bottom. All flourish and no substance. By the third, The fee jumped to $100. With a veiled threat, persistent violators may encounter access issues. Alex overheard neighbors at the mailbox, heard Alex is turning his place into a factory, trucks all day. Ruining our peace. Lies. Seated by Marlene to rally her troops. He confronted her at a board meeting. Slipping in quietly at the back of the community center. Marlene held court. Banging her gavel like a mini-judge. Next item, enhancing security against external disruptions. Eyes flicked to him. During Q&A. Alex stood. Care to explain these invoices? My easement predates your HOA, county says it's ironclad. Marlene's laugh tinkled like breaking glass. Mr. Rivera. We're just ensuring fairness. If you're using our roads, contribute like everyone else. It's democratic. Democratic? You mean dictatorial. I'm not your member, stop billing me for air I breathe. The room murmured. A board member. Bob. Shifted uncomfortably. Marlene. Is this legal? She shot him a glare that could wilt grass. Of course. We're protecting values. But Alex saw the crack, Bob's doubt. The neighbor's side eyes. As he left, Marlene cornered him in the hall. You think you're clever? This neighborhood thrives on order. Outsiders like you disrupt that. Outsiders? I was here first. Keep pushing. Marlene, see what order really looks like. His voice was calm. But inside, the dials turned. He started recording everything, dashcam on drives. Notes on whispers. Humor crept in darkly, how absurd. A grown woman playing queen over asphalt. Tension simmered into absurdity. One evening, Alex spotted a new no trespassing, HOA monitored sign hammered right on his easement's edge. He yanked it out, tossing it like junk mail. The next day, cameras appeared, cheap ones. Blinking red eyes on poles. Pointed at his driveway. Surveillance for safety, Marlene posted on the neighborhood app. With emojis of locks and shields. Neighbors liked it. Commenting finally. But Alex knew, it was to catch him violating their phantom rules. He called the county. HOA installing cameras on public easement? The clerk snorted. If it's your right-of-way. That's encroachment. Alex smiled, another card in his deck. Then came the trespass. Early fog clung to the ground as Alex worked in his shop. Voices filtered through, see. His fence is over the line, encroachment. He peeked out, Marlene and her cronies. On his property. Measuring with tapes. Snapping pics. Her face beamed self-assurance. Like she'd caught a thief. Alex stepped out. Phone recording. Morning. Folks. Enjoying my land? Marlene spun. Sunglasses slipping. We're verifying boundaries. Complaints suggest discrepancies. On my side of the marker? That's trespassing. Marlene. Smile for the camera. Her cronies froze. Bob muttered. We should go. But Marlene doubled down. This is community business. If you're hiding something. Hiding? Like how you're hiding that my deed trumps your rules. He zoomed in on her shoe scuffing his survey stake. They scurried off. But the video was gold, her smugness cracking into defensiveness. That night. The app buzzed, Alex threatening board members. Alex posted the clip, just documenting facts. Likes trickled in from silent allies. Marlene's replies were frantic, misrepresentation. We're the victims here. The black humor hit Alex, how she twisted defense into victimhood. A classic Karen flip. But the pressure mounted, deliveries rerouted. clients hesitating over neighborhood drama. Alex bore it. Gathering ammo, attorney consults. More records. Inside. He seated with that laugh to keep from raging fire. Picturing Marlene's empire as a house of cards in a breeze. The blockade hit like a sucker punch. Alex jolted awake to welding sparks at 6 a.m. Rushing out. He saw it, a steel gate welded across his easement. Orange HOA tag flapping, unauthorized access, fines imminent. Marlene stood triumphant. Phone filming. Her face a mask of righteous glee. Neighbors gawked from lawns. Some nodding approval. Marlene. What the hell? Alex approached. Voice level. She beamed. Enforcing order. Mr. Rivera. Your easement is disputed, board vote sealed it. Pay up or detour. Disputed? By who? You. This is illegal obstruction. Her laugh was brittle. The community decided. You're not above the rules. Alex's blood boiled. But he filmed her gloating. The gate's fresh welds gleaming mockingly. Community? Or your ego trip? He turned away. Dialing his lawyer. Inside. The irony burned, she'd welded her own trap. He lawyered up fast, Tom. A no-nonsense property shark. This is textbook abuse. We'll bury them in facts. Alex pulled his binder, original deed. Surveys. Emails. Tom grinned. Goldmine. They filed complaints, county for obstruction. Sheriff for trespass. Meanwhile, Marlene ramped up propaganda, app posts claiming Alex was suing innocents, painting him as the bully. Neighbors shunned him, dark comedy in their averted eyes. Like lemmings following a cliff-diving leader. The showdown brewed at an emergency meeting. Marlene presided. Chin high. This outsider threatens our way of life. Alex entered with Tom and a sheriff's deputy. Binder in hand. Let's clarify. Tom projected the deed, easement recorded 1978, predates HOA. Binding. Marlene scoffed. Outdated. We voted. Voted away law. Cute. Tom read county rulings aloud. Murmurs rose, she said it was ours. Bob cracked first, Marlene pushed this, said no easement existed. Her face flushed crimson. I was advised, administrative error. The deputy stepped in, gates a hazard, remove or fines. Marlene stammered. But. Democracy. Alex leaned in. Voice dripping sarcasm. Your democracy just met reality. The crowd turned, whispers became accusations. You lied. A woman yelled. Marlene's empire shattered, her confident mask crumbling to panic as allies deserted. The gate came down that afternoon. The sheriff handed Alex bolt cutters. Your road. Your honors. Snap, the lock broke. Gate swinging free. Cheers erupted. Neighbors clapping despite themselves. Marlene watched. Face ashen. Clipboard forgotten. This isn't over, she muttered. But her voice cracked like cheap plastic. In the fallout. The HOA imploded. Fines hit hard, $10K for obstruction. Board members resigned. Fingering Marlene, she misused funds for cameras. She was ousted in a vote. Slinking away hollow-eyed. Cameras vanished. Rumors died. Neighbors approached Alex, sorry, we bought her BS. Potlucks replaced patrols, kids biked freely. Alex's business boomed. Road upgraded by county crews. Driving the open path. Sunlight dappling the asphalt. Alex felt the weight lift, not vengeance. But sweet. Satirical justice. Marlene's control freakery had boomeranged, exposing her as the real disruptor. But here's the twist that lingers: was Marlene the true villain? Or just a product of a system that rewards busybodies with badges? Right or wrong, did the HOA deserve to crumble? Or was Alex's quiet revenge too satisfying to question? Drop your take below. Who's the real rule breaker here?